G-Fauker, Crowley Walker.
Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy, clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come that news talking this and that.
We're here with comedian Damon Williams. How you doing, sir?
All right, G-Fauker.
All right. For the people tuning in, man, let us know where you're from and how long you've been doing stand-up, brother.
Well, first of all, I want to tell everybody to keep watching G-Fauker television. However you found it again. I'm Damon Williams. I've been doing stand-up almost 21 years. Started in Chicago. Dale Givens was hosting open mic. Went up. Some people signed me up, and I told them I was funny. Like, well, they tricked me and they signed me up, so I went up and it went pretty good. From that point forward, I've been doing stand-up in Chicago. That was, at all jokes aside, a legendary club in Chicago that has actually been documented. There's a documentary called Funny Business with a PH. Look it up. It's got the greats of comedy, all the black comics, and a few white ones too, that really got their start in that club.
So growing up, who were some of your biggest influences?
Well, I mean, my biggest influence two different things. One of the persons who inspired me to try to do stand-up was Eddie Murphy. I mean, when I saw the red, stupid, delirious, I didn't realize how, suspect it was back then. But, man, that was the funniest thing with him doing impressions and all that and everything. So then my cousin, George Wilborn, was a house MC at All Jokes Aside, and he showed me the ropes.
So, who are some people you worked with?
Well, I've been fortunate to work with some of the greatest entertainers in music and comedy. I was the opening act for the Kings of Comedy tour. I've worked with Little Richard, Ray Charles, Luther Vandross, the Isley Brothers, Ohio Players, Anita Baker, Gladys Knight, and then all of the great comics, except for I've never worked with Bill Cosby, Martin Lawrence, or Eddie Murphy. Everybody else, as far as on our genre, I've worked with.
That's quite a few legends there. So, do you have a favorite moment?
Several, but one of the most impressive moments was as the opening act for the Kings of Comedy, coming home and doing a sold-out United Center. Even though I didn't sell it out, but I was part of that show. I was a part of that pack. So to go from the open mic to, say, a few years later at the United Center performing with the house Michael Jordan built, not to mention that tour went to Madison Square Garden as well.
Okay. Growing up, were you the class clown, or?
Absolutely not. Quiet kid, middle child. Didn't try to clown. I mean, I would do some things in school. I was mischievous, but funny wasn't part of it. It was just, like we'd have substitutes. And one time we had a sub. I was a prankster more so. So I went out and bought. I don't know if you remember snapping pops. You throw them on the ground and they pop.
Right.
I bought a whole case of them. And I passed them out to all the students. So every time she went to write on the board, we threw snapping pops. Drove that lady crazy. She quit. I swear.
Oh, what was her name? You remember?
Was it Miss Peterson? I think it was Miss Peterson.
Miss Peterson. Shout out to Miss Peterson.
Yeah, she's probably working at Ford now.
Okay. So, what made you decide to do stand-up?
What made me actually get into stand-up? What inspired me to do it? Just seeing opportunities, man. Once Def Comedy Jam came around, and I saw people, regular guys from Chicago had made it from the stage to HBO. I was like, well, hell, if they could do it, why can't I?
Okay. And before we go, man, anything you want to promote, and how can people get in contact with you?
Let me just tell everybody I know how that goes. First of all, on Tom Jordan Morning Show, I do Seriously Ignorant News. It's typically on Tuesdays. You should get the Tom Jordan Morning Show app in case you don't want to get up there early. It's a hilarious feature, I promise you. I have a radio show online on urbanbroadcastmedia.com. You'll probably see that across here if he does it. Urban Broadcast Media. Every Wednesday, it's the Damon Williams Show, so I get a chance to interview comedians and celebrities and such. Instagram is Damon Williams Comedy, and the Twitter is @DamonWilliams, no S. Somebody got my S, but we're gonna ride out on dude to get my S back.
All right, man. Well,
coming for you.
Coming for the S. He's coming for the S.
Coming for that S.
Hey, Not as, but S. Hey, man, well, we appreciate your time, brother, and thank you, man, so much for doing this for
Been a
me.
pleasure. G-Fauker TV.
All right,
To the
out,
world
man.
blow up.
Yeah.
Because I'm happy, clap along.